everyone. Thank you again, Peace, Katie, founders of Women Changing the World, for giving me this platform to present to you on a topic that I'm very passionate about. I hope by the end of my presentation that I can convince you why giving is the most powerful investment you will ever make. I want to start by sharing a simple truth I've learned in my life. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. These words have guided me through every step of my journey. And I want to share why giving, in all its forms, is the most powerful investment we can ever make. I am Lee Fan Tran, CEO, founder of Project Humanity Australia, a non-profit charity established 14 years ago with the vision of future empowerment for those in need. I grew up in a place where opportunities were few and resources were scarce. I dreamed of going to school, of having a chance to learn, to grow, but it was out of reach. My childhood was filled with challenges and extreme hardship. At 14, my family of 15 and I drifted in the open sea for 5 nights in a small handmade boat with no captain and no compass. The only thing we had was faith, and our direction was guided by stars. We encountered pirates twice, an unspeakable horror I still don't have words for yet. I became a boat refugee in a new country with not a word of English, holding only to faith and hope in my heart. Yet, it was during these moments of hardship that I realized something powerful. The smallest acts of kindness, the simplest gestures of generosity can change lives, including your own. And that belief became the seed for what is now Project Humanity Australia. My mother, a woman of great faith, taught us more about kindness and faith than any book ever could. I remember one night, we only had 1 cup of rice left for porridge to feed a family of 7. A beggar knocked, and my mother gave it away. I asked her, "What will we eat?" And she said, "We'll find leaves in the garden. What we give to others will last, but what we eat disappears." 14 years ago, when I founded Project Humanity Australia, I did not start with wealth, influence, or a large network. I started with willingness, a willingness to serve, to care, and to act. It began with a simple idea inspired by Mother Teresa. If you can't feed 100 people, then feed just one. And that one act became a movement. We started small, feeding a few people who were hungry, offering a hand to children who could not go to school. And over 14 years, those small acts have grown into something far greater. Through our Compassion Kitchen, we served over 230,000 meals and still counting. Through our Compassion Classroom, we provided education to children who otherwise could not attend school. We built homes, provided scholarships, and empowered entire communities through sustainable projects like coffee plantations and animal breeding programs. It all started with the belief that giving, no matter how small, is never wasted. Every meal, every smile, every moment of care creates a ripple effect that touches far more lives than we can see. I want to share just a few stories that illustrate the power of generosity. In our compassion kitchen, there was a young boy who came every day for lunch. Over time, we saw him grow stronger, healthier, and more confident. Years later, he is now studying and dreaming of becoming a teacher, inspired by the care he once received. One of our scholarship recipients was gifted with just 200 Australian dollar to cover her school fees and books. And that to many of us, this might seem small, but for her, it was life-changing. Today, she is pursuing higher education, believing in a future she once thought impossible, just like me. In our sustainable project, we gave 10 piglets to 5 families. From just 2 piglets, one family's small herd grew to 8, with more on the way. This not only provides income, but restores dignity, hope, and the ability to care for themselves. Each of these stories reminds us, giving is not just about what we give. It's about creating possibilities, hope, and transformation. Generosity doesn't just change the lives of those we help. It changes us too. When we give, we learn gratitude. We learn patience. We learn that life is about contribution, not accumulation. Mother Teresa once said, "It's not how much we give, but how much love we put into giving." This is the essence of true generosity. Giving with heart, with care, and with belief that even the smallest gift has power. I've witnessed it firsthand. Every time we give, we expand our capacity to love, to hope, and to connect with one another. Generosity multiplies. It strengthens communities, nurtures dreams, and creates a sense of purpose that cannot be bought or sold. We often hear about investment in property, shares, or savings, things that can grow or lose value. But there is a kind of investment that never loses value. Investing in people, in hope, in kindness. Every act of generosity, a meal served, a school uniform given, a home built, is an investment in humanity itself. It grows suddenly, steadily, and internally. It leaves a legacy far beyond what any material wealth can achieve. I want to invite each of you to reflect. What is the one act of generosity you can commit to? You don't need to give everything. You don't need to change the world. Start small. Sponsor a child's education. Volunteer your time. Share your skills. Even a smile, a kind word, or listening to someone in need is an act of investment. One that will ripple far beyond what you see. Imagine a world where each of us choose to invest in hope, in love, in humanity. That is the world we can create together. Before I close, I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to all of you here for taking the time to listen, to reflect, and to consider how you can give back. To my incredible team at Project Humanity Australia, your dedication, hard work, and hearts of gold make these dreams a reality. And to every person, every donor, every volunteer who has chosen to invest in humanity, thank you. You are proof that giving works and that love multiplied changes lives. I leave you with this truth, inspired by Mother Teresa. We ourselves feel that what we are doing is just a drop in the ocean, but the ocean would be less because of that missing drop. It's such a powerful phrase. We ourselves feel that what we are doing is just a drop in the ocean, but the ocean would be less because of that missing drop. Every act of generosity matters. Every act of love counts. And together, our small drops become a vast ocean of hope and transformation. Thank you very much.